Take a slow, gentle breath in, letting the air fill the belly first, and then lift the chest. As the breath flows out, feel the shoulders loosen and drop. Another soft breath in, welcoming ease, and one more steady exhale, releasing tightness that may have been sitting in the jaw, the neck, or the space between the eyes. Within this small cradle of calm, feel a subtle warmth gather at the center of the chest. This quiet warmth is an open door, and on the other side rests a wiser self, steady and loving, who has walked every life step with perfect patience. The world outside can appear loud and hurried, yet within this gentle pause, time stretches, making room for clarity. Thoughts need no special invitation. They drift through like clouds, yet underneath them, the sky is wide and untroubled. Allow that spacious sky to be the inner landscape. Let it hold every feeling without judgment. As the breath settles into a smooth rhythm, silently affirm, I am safe to hear the guidance that has always lived within me. Pause for a heartbeat to feel how those words rest on the mind and body, like a reassuring hand placed softly on the back. Notice if the shoulders sink a little more, or if the brow unfurls. There is no rush today. Guidance does not bark orders. It speaks in a voice that sounds like kindness. It says, welcome home, dear heart. I have been waiting for your listening. In this stillness, a gentle observation arises. Life may sometimes feel like a maze of choices, yet the compass has never been lost. It beats with each pulse and whispers with each breath. When life asks, which way now? The answer is already in motion, carried on the tide of intuition that flows beneath everyday worries. As the body settles, envision, only if it feels natural, a soft glow rising from the center of the being, spreading warmth along the ribs, up into the collarbones, and out through the arms. The glow is not theatrical. It is the plain light of self-trust. And within that light comes a tender question posed inwardly. What support do I seek today? The answer may appear as a word, a color, or a fleeting sense of ease. Accept whatever comes, or the peaceful silence if nothing surfaces yet. Silence itself is an answer, an invitation to keep listening. Let the breath carry one more affirmation into the quiet. Right now, I choose to be gentle with myself. These words are not a task on a list. They are nourishment, like cool water offered to a tired traveler. Feel how the body responds, perhaps a softer belly, a steadying of the heartbeat, or a sense that the ground is holding every ounce of weight. Gratitude may rise for this precious moment of inner care. Offer thanks, not because gratitude is a rule, but because the heart naturally blooms when it is seen and loved. Without any force, allow the next breath to guide awareness to subtle sensations in the feet, the legs, and the hips. This downward attention brings grounding and anchoring into the here and now, making space for the higher voice to rise. Conclude this opening space by affirming softly, with each breath, I open to the wisdom of my higher self. Let those words trail off into silence, creating a gentle seal over this first sacred pause. A calm presence now surrounds the mind like a soft blanket, and from beneath that blanket, a faint melody begins, the whisper of higher knowing. Often it arrives in humble ways, a tug toward a book, a nudge to rest, an urge to speak a loving truth. Thoughts can swirl like leaves in wind, yet beneath, the gentle stream of intuition never stops flowing. Picture, if it feels easeful, a quiet brook running under fallen leaves. Even when the surface seems cluttered, water moves with purpose and grace. In the same way, guidance moves under daily chatter, consistent and clear. The kind voice inside speaks without drama. It does not scold. It simply nudges. Turn here. Pause there. Say yes to this. Even if the outer ear misses these cues, the body often hears them. Notice how the stomach tightens before a choice felt out of harmony, or how the chest lifts and opens with opportunities that match deepest values. These subtle signals are the language of the higher self, gentle yet persistent. Perhaps there were moments when self-doubt told a story of being out of touch. Let that old story relax now. Affirm quietly, I am learning to notice the soft signals of my inner wisdom. Feel how this statement takes root, like seeds falling onto fertile soil. No need to figure everything out in one breath. Instead, imagine pausing at small crossroads during the day, asking, what feels light in my body right now? Lightness is often a signature of alignment. Heaviness can signal a need for reflection. Hold these sensations loosely. They are guides, not tyrants. If uncertainty still arises, breathe into it with kindness. Clarity rarely shouts. It reveals itself in the calm after exhale. Allow another wave of warm breath to untangle any last knots of tension in the shoulders. Thoughts may wander to unfinished tasks, to future planning. Acknowledge them kindly. Thank you for caring about my well-being, and then escort them to a resting bench. Every thought, even the busy ones, is merely trying to protect or plan. Yet planning has its season, and listening has its own. Today is a day for listening. Whisper inwardly, guidance, I am ready to hear you. Feel how this invitation settles into the solar plexus, the seat of personal power. Perhaps a soft flutter arises, like a candle flicker. That is energy stirring, acknowledging the request. Hold space for it. If tears arrive, welcome them as cleansing waters. If a smile breaks through, let it widen. The body is expressing recognition of truth. Bring attention now to the skin around the eyes. Soften it gently, as though smiling without moving the lips. This small act signals safety to the nervous system, turning down the volume on fear responses. Within that safety, the whisper speaks again, maybe offering a word. Trust, patience, breathe. Accept the word. Let it echo through the chambers of thought like a bell in still air. One word can guide a whole day when received with openness. Seal this moment with a gentle affirmation. The voice of my higher self grows clearer each time I pause. Feel that truth soak into muscle and marrow. Notice how ease radiates outward, as if the bones themselves sigh with relief. With a calmer mind, it becomes easier to clear the fog that often clouds perception. Thoughts, like echoes in a busy hall, can bounce and overlap until clarity feels far away. Begin clearing by noticing the simple loop. A thought triggers an emotion. The emotion signals the body, and the body echoes back more of that thought. Yet just as easily, a new thought can spark peace, which softens the body, which invites more peaceful ideas. Take a breath with this understanding. Air enters, chest rises, thoughts slow, then air leaves, rib cage drops, shoulders release. Within 5 gentle breaths, the entire inner climate can shift from storm to calm sky. Invite awareness to scan from crown to toes, not to find fault, but to greet each region with friendly curiosity. The forehead, is there tightness? Softly say inside, ease. The jaw, is it clenched? Whisper, released. The throat, does it feel constricted? Offer, open. Continue down to the heart space, the belly, the hips. With every gentle command, the body responds, even if in small degrees. Such tiny mercies accumulate, thinning the fog. Affirm, with each breath, my mind grows clearer and my body lighter. These words guide the nervous system toward balance. To deepen the clearing, invite a simple practice whenever thoughts spin. Place a hand over the heart, another over the belly, and name aloud the present moment without judgment. Breathing in, breathing out. Hearing the hum of the room. Feeling the weight of my hands. This labeling turns attention from runaway thoughts to direct experience, grounding awareness like roots in earth. From that grounded place, ask gently, what do I truly need in this moment? Often the need is simple: a drink of water, a stretch, a minute of fresh air. Meeting small needs quickly clears mental fog, just as opening a window clears stale air. If fog lingers, take pen to paper and allow scattered thoughts to spill out. Label the page "Clearing Space" and write without editing for 3 minutes. When done, close the notebook, acknowledging that the page now holds the weight. The mind is lighter. Affirm softly, my thoughts serve me, they do not rule me. Feel how that statement straightens the spine, lifting the chest. Confusion loosens its grip when the roll of thoughts is right-sized. Sometimes fog arises from old beliefs repeated until they seem like facts. Notice any belief that feels draining. Ask it a question. Are you trying to protect me? Often the answer is yes. Thank the belief for its effort. Then offer a kinder perspective. If the old belief says, I never make good choices, counter gently. Every day I grow wiser and kinder to myself. Repeat this new thought, slowly, letting it settle like fresh rainfall over dry soil. Watch how the body responds, perhaps a cooler forehead or a sigh of relief. This is the nervous system recognizing safety in the new narrative. Before closing this phase of clearing, sit once more in silence for a brief moment. Let any remaining fog drift like mist lifted by morning sun. Speak one final affirmation, crisp and simple. Clear mind, open heart, steady path. Feel it echo 3 times, each softer than the last, until it dissolves into quiet. Notice the background hum of life, distant sounds, the pulse in the fingertips, the gentle rise and fall of the chest. Clarity lives in that hum. Hold it close. Without forcing an ending, let the breath deepen naturally, promising the inner self that the next step will arrive in its perfect timing. Let the body soften into stillness now. Take a moment to tune in, not to noise or demand, but to the gentle hum within. That hum is not random. It's the language of wisdom, speaking softly through every heartbeat, every shift in sensation, every sigh. This body, so often overlooked or criticized, is in fact one of the most faithful messengers of the higher self. It holds ancient knowing, and it speaks without words. Sometimes it signals through a tightening in the chest, other times through the ease that fills the shoulders when a thought brings comfort. This is the language of truth. The body does not lie. It doesn't manipulate. It doesn't judge. It simply speaks over and over about what is in alignment and what is not. Notice how the stomach responds when something doesn't feel right. There might be a knot, a clench, a sense of shrinking inward. And then observe how the chest lifts slightly, almost blooming, when an idea feels resonant. This is the body giving signals. No drama, just quiet, clear communication. trusting thee. Body is one of the most direct ways to reconnect with the higher self. When thoughts become confusing, when logic feels tangled, return here, to sensation, to breath, to presence. Place a gentle hand over the center of the chest, not to fix anything, but to acknowledge this sacred space. Beneath the ribs lies the heart, and behind the heart lives a radiant guidance that never goes away. Sometimes it waits patiently for silence. Other times it knocks louder through the body, through fatigue, restlessness, a deep yearning for peace. These are not annoyances. These are sacred messages saying, "Come back to you." If the mind begins to ask, "How do I know if it's my higher self or just a thought?" Listen to the body. The higher self speaks with calm. It speaks with compassion. It never pushes, rushes, or shames. It may be firm, but it's never cruel. It feels like being wrapped in a warm blanket of truth. So gentle, so wise. Try this now. Think of a decision, big or small. Then feel what happens in the body when that choice is imagined. Does the breath shorten? Does the belly tighten? Or does the body soften? Do the shoulders drop? These sensations are the sacred language of intuition. Let this be a daily practice, not a performance, but a loving curiosity. Pause before moving quickly. Ask the body, "How do you feel about this?" Wait for the answer. It may come in waves, in flickers, in feelings with no name. Trust them. Trust them like the sun trusts the horizon to rise. Softly affirm, "My body is a clear channel for the wisdom of my higher self." Say it slowly. Feel how the words land. Maybe they feel new. Maybe they feel like a homecoming. Either way, repeat them not to convince, but to remember. Let the breath flow again, this time down to the hips, the knees, the soles of the feet. Feel the support beneath. This support is always there, like the higher self. It does not come and go with moods or thoughts. It simply waits to be noticed. The more the body is trusted, the more the mind softens. And when the mind softens, the heart speaks. Now gently invite a new practice, meeting the higher self in the mirror. This may feel unusual at first, but it is one of the most loving things to offer the self. The mirror is not just for appearances. It can be a doorway. Stand before it, not to critique, not to analyze, but to connect. Look softly into the eyes reflected back. Eyes are not just parts of a face. They are sacred pools where truth lives. Look into them with the same kindness one would offer a small child or a blooming flower, and speak gently. Say, "I am willing to hear you. I trust that you know the way." This mirror moment is not about forcing answers. It's about opening the space for the answers to rise. Speak to the reflection with care. Say, "I am learning to love and listen to you." Notice if the breath shifts. The body always responds to truth. Let this be a ritual done slowly, perhaps each morning or each evening, even if only for a minute. 1 minute of honesty, 1 minute of openness. With time, that minute becomes a bridge to deep trust. Let emotions come. If tears rise, let them fall. They are sacred. They are clearing the way. The higher self often lives just beyond the noise of daily criticism. Mirror work quiets that noise. It brings attention back to the one who has always been there watching, guiding, loving. There is no need to be perfect in this practice. It is not about looking a certain way or saying the right words. It's about sincerity. The heart recognizes sincerity. The higher self responds to sincerity. Softly whisper, "I am open. I am here. I am listening. These 3 sentences create a sacred space in the heart, a space where truth can speak clearly. And in that space, miracles unfold, not always loudly, not always quickly, but always with love. Now turn inward once more and notice what rises when old stories float to the surface. Stories like, I always get it wrong, or I don't know what to do. These are not facts. They are echoes of the past. They may have once been needed for safety, but they are no longer in charge. Hold these stories with compassion. They were formed at times of confusion or fear. They are not bad. They are simply outdated. Speak gently to them. Thank you for trying to protect me. I see you. I hear you. And I am choosing a new story now. Let's reflect on one belief that feels heavy. Let it rise naturally. Perhaps it says, I'm not enough, or I can't trust my choices. Hold this belief in the heart like a small child. Don't push it away. Just sit with it. Then offer this question. Is there a kinder thought I can choose right now? The mind may go quiet. That's okay. The answer is on its way. Offer a possibility. I am growing into my wisdom, or I trust that I am learning every day. Say it gently, again and again, like a lullaby. The repetition is not for the brain, it's for the heart. The heart learns through rhythm, through softness. Take a pen and paper. Invite the belief to speak. Write, what do you want me to know? Then listen. Let the words come without judgment. After a few minutes, write a new response. Here's what my higher self says. Allow those words to rise from the center of the chest, not the head. They may be short, they may be poetic, they may surprise. Trust them. Softly affirm now. I forgive the old thoughts. I welcome new truths. Say it aloud. Let it echo. These affirmations are not about pretending. They are about allowing better thoughts to take root, each one planted gently, with care. The heart is a garden. The beliefs are the seeds. Today, choose to plant seeds of compassion, trust, and patience. They may sprout slowly, but with love, they will grow. Let this be a daily ritual, noticing the thought, blessing it, and choosing again. Over time, the inner landscape changes, the mind softens, the heart opens, the path clears, and the higher self steps forward, not as a stranger, but as a familiar, beloved friend. Now that the soil of the mind has been softened, let's gently plant new thoughts, ones that align with ease, trust, and divine timing. This part isn't about filling the mind with endless phrases or demanding positivity. It's about offering the heart simple, nourishing truths that feel safe and true. Thoughts are like seeds, and words are the water. With quiet care, they grow into beliefs, and beliefs shape the way the world is seen and felt. Let's begin by introducing a few soft affirmations, not as rules to follow, but as companions for the journey. I trust that my higher self guides me perfectly. I am open to clarity, even if it comes slowly. My life unfolds with grace and wisdom. All I need to know is revealed to me in divine timing. Speak each one aloud or silently, letting it float on the breath. There's no need to force belief. Just let the words sit in the heart like sunlight warming soil. Over time, the heart responds. The nervous system shifts. The breath deepens. This is not magic. It is simply the body saying yes to safety, yes to peace. Repetition is not pressure. It is rhythm. Just as the ocean waves kiss the shore again and again, affirmations work best when spoken gently, consistently, lovingly. Say them while walking, while washing dishes, while resting in bed. Whisper them as prayers or declarations. There is no wrong way. And when doubt arises, which it might, that's okay. It's just the old soil being stirred. Offer kindness to that doubt. Even now I am growing. This one sentence softens resistance. Affirmations are not about perfection. They are about permission. Permission to believe in a higher part of self that already knows the way. Sometimes the body may resist these new thoughts. That's normal too. Change can feel unfamiliar, but with patience and presence, the new begins to feel like home. If tears rise, they are part of the watering. If silence comes, it is fertile ground. So, when choosing affirmations, feel for the ones that create space in the chest, that let the breath move a little more freely. Those are the ones that carry power. Write them down. Speak them into the mirror. Let them become the inner voice that speaks when no one else is around. And remember, you don't have to believe them fully at first. Belief grows with use. Just like a muscle, the more love is practiced, the stronger it becomes. You are not tricking the mind. You are reminding the heart of what it already knows. Now take a slow breath and repeat softly. Every day I choose thoughts that support my highest good. Let that sentence wrap around the body like a comforting shawl. Let it echo and settle. Let it become a gentle background melody that carries you forward. As these new thoughts begin to take root, consider creating a space each day to come into alignment, a space not filled with tasks, but filled with presence. These are not grand rituals. They are sacred pauses woven into ordinary life that help connect with the higher self. A few minutes in the morning, a moment before bed, even just a quiet breath between moments. Start with a gratitude list. Just 3 things. They don't have to be big. The sound of the birds, the warmth of a blanket, a kind smile. Gratitude doesn't need a grand reason. It only asks to be felt. Then, visualize something simple, a next step, an act of kindness, a feeling you want to carry. See it in the mind's eye. Let the heart feel it. Let the body welcome it. This isn't about controlling outcomes. It's about saying yes to the energy you wish to live in. And finally, connect to the body. Stretch, breathe, place a hand on the heart, feel the ground beneath the feet. Say softly, I am here. I am safe. I am guided. These few words can return the mind to stillness again and again. Let these little rituals become anchors in the day, not demands, not checklists, just invitations to return to the higher self, the one who never judges, the one who always knows. And on days when everything feels heavy, remember, even a small moment of alignment changes the whole course of energy. A single breath, a kind word, a choice to pause. These are powerful acts of self-love. They shift the inner world, and the inner world creates the outer life. So ask yourself gently each day, what helps me return to my center? Follow the answers that feel soft and true. Let them lead you back home. Now, with the heart open and the body at ease, let's take a sacred moment to meet the higher self in quiet stillness. Close the eyes if that feels safe. Let the breath slow. Picture a path, gentle and glowing, stretching forward. At the end of this path, a peaceful presence waits. It may look like light, it may feel like warmth, or it may simply be a sense of deep knowing. This is the higher self, not a stranger, but the truest part of you, the one who has always walked with you, silently loving, patiently guiding, Step toward this presence in your imagination. Feel the calm, the acceptance, the trust. In this quiet meeting, allow a gift to be offered. It may be a color, a word, a symbol. Receive it without needing to understand. Its meaning will unfold in time. Let the gift settle into your being. Let it become part of your energy. This is your reminder, your sign, your yes. When you're ready, gently return to the breath. Feel the chest rise and fall. Wiggle the fingers. Press the feet into the floor. Come back to the room carrying that gift in the heart and softly speak, I walk forward with the wisdom of my higher self. I am never alone. Let that truth settle in like a gentle kiss on the forehead. As this sacred time comes to a close, know this, there is nothing broken within you. There is no part of you that is unworthy of love or clarity. Your higher self has never left. It has only waited with love and patience for your attention. And now you are remembering, you are returning, you are rising. Each breath, each pause, each kind thought is a signal that you are ready. Ready to listen, ready to trust, ready to live in alignment with the part of you that sees the whole picture. There is no rush, no race, only the next gentle step, and the next, and the next. So walk forward in faith, in peace, in softness. Let this final affirmation carry you into the rest of your day. I am guided, loved, and supported every step of the way. My higher self already knows the way. I choose to listen. Now breathe, smile, and gently carry this peace with you. You are doing beautifully. All is well.